Welcome to Access Denied. Just a little bit of gameplay here, and also my quick review is pretty glowing for this game. The handheld controls to the game are not too bad. There is some touchscreen issues to a couple of puzzles, namely the dial puzzles seem to be a little bit fiddly. But once you get used to it, it's not too bad actually, but it does kind of put me off a little bit. I prefer playing in dot mode. It's a lot more fun, although the dial puzzle number 2, is a bit fiddly again. You have to drag and drop or just drag the dial round. It can be a little bit frustrating, but it's not a problem because it's not a timer-based game. This game is just really a casual puzzle box game, pass and play sort of game. It's good fun. It's a good talking point. I played with my wife, who is an avid puzzle Sudoku or whatever it is master. She's just into all these sort of memory puzzle games and spot the difference games, and she's used to these sort of things. This is a cakewalk to her. She found it a little bit challenging towards the end. Well, we haven't reached the end because the last 4 puzzles are mental, but the 17 levels I played on my own were pretty good and good fun. I had to use a guide for the wavy line puzzle. I just couldn't work that one out. Some of the damn puzzles are just so out there. You're just scratching your head thinking, well, how does this work? But it is straightforward. Some of them. Others are a little bit more challenging and really have to think, and just outside the box a bit to how the puzzles work, especially these cryptographic, or whatever the hell they are, puzzles. They just throw me off totally. But once you suss them out, you realise that some of these puzzles just repeat themselves, and that's not too bad because at least you can kind of get the hang of the game itself, and it becomes more fun. They are inventive puzzles, to tell you the truth. Just like one of my favourite games, The Room. It's just having to use your brain and just test your memory as well when it comes to some of the other puzzles. They are kind of tricky. The game itself is well presented. The sound is a little bit off with the weather. It's like raindrops, and then it's like static. It's really strange, the sound, but again, for the money, it's worth it. Even though the game only has 36 levels, I did find you could really beat this game in about half an hour if you kind of played it a few times. But on our first go, we've been playing for about an hour or so, just trying to scratch our heads, work the rest of the puzzles out. I said it's going to be a good couple of hours before you beat the whole game, I think, with the 36 puzzles, if you're not using the guides. If you're using the guides like I was, I shaved about half an hour off of that, because you will need the guides, and they do help you, but it's more fun to try and work it out yourself. I only gave up on 2 of the puzzles, so I'm quite proud of that. But that's because I'm stupid. But the game itself is, pretty well made. Simplistic, pretty basic. Good idea for a game, really, with the puzzle boxes. I do like these sort of games, and they are inventive, to tell the truth. I have to give this game a good thumbs up, and it's definitely worth your money. It's not a lot of money to buy. It's like all Rathlaika games. They are very fairly priced, and usually have a lot of content, or at least a lot of replay value, or if not fun. If it's got one of those 3 things, it's definitely worth picking up.